She's hot. Look, one way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the guns to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, the guns and the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, the guns and the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the guns to the butter. Sleeping patterns kinda complicated, ain't no time for wasting, we some entrepreneurs. I feeling like Scarface on top of the balcony, the word is yours. Took some losses, I was down bad. Napoleon complex, I'm mad. About to put the cam up in the clad bag. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Chicken dinners, so you roll with the winners. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winter. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang, bang. Got some rich headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the Bentley to ride around. About to switch up the whisk cause they stalking now. Whispering body dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse, known to stay up out the mess. Business is never personal. We can politic the rest. I got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Rapping weed got me speaking slow. Bet you pay attention when we speaking up. If you drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that took poison to men. Fly got a family back at it again. Yeah. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the guns and the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, is the guns and the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, is the guns and the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the guns and the butter.
I was waiting to detonate. Shake the room up as soon as the record play. Either way that you put it, the family gon' get it together. We setting the record straight. Try just putting up numbers like every way. I'm surprised I ain't born for the summer league. I know coach would've put me in for the three. Poppin' smoke, bringing nothing but energy. Waking up to the sun, no more rainy days. I remember the times when they doubted me. Now you should look and just see the smile on my face. I don't look like I'm worried about anything. I could like a fan or some bathing name. Any nigga but live like a heavyweight nigga. Don't get it messed up cause I regulate. Don't need to take off. Mix it up in with some Born J. Look at here, baby boy, you can't Jody me. In the kitchen like Melvin.
I gonna leave that everybody. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood, the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Tuesday, September 30th, about to be the 1st of October. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Whoo, sorry for the delay. I was supposed to do this ever since 8 o'clock. I had all sorts of issues with this goofy ass bank. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Ariana? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What's up, Keisha Sellers, Trees? Listen, man, I'm all out of answers. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and then you have the whole Ice Spice thing after we got off last night. This video dropped that I've had possession of for probably a month. Now, I had possession of that probably longer than that. But let me tell you about me having possession of this audio that dropped last night, right? And of course, when I'm going to do another video and I will show everybody the date that got sent to me, right? It was well over a month ago. But the reason why I didn't put it out is because I was still trying to figure out, wait a minute, is this AI? So I still hadn't figured out whether this was a real video or not. So I wanted to be sure. So I sat on it. And then it turns out that never say never, I below, never give up, or whatever the heck his name is. they actually hit me up and said, "Is this video real?" And then I said, "Oh, snap." And I asked them where they got it from. They didn't tell me. And then I told them, I said, "I guess it's real." I said, because I've had that video. I've had that audio over a month. But I was sitting on it because I wasn't sure. Plus, Cardi's rollout was coming. I wasn't about to throw that out there and mess up her rollout or get in the way of her rollout or anything like that. Smiling sees what up. But, this is what everybody always eggs it on. People like Armand Wiggins and people like Tasha K. Then there's people online that egg it on and egg it on and egg it on. And those Bobs and egg it on and the Barty egg it on. And then when violence happens, then all of a sudden it's, oh my God. This is the same thing that happened with Tupac and Biggie. Same thing. And we all sit and say, it's not going to come to that. Just keep it on wax. But Cardi B is a loose cannon from the Bronx, from New York. And Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't say it's a loose cannon, but Nicki Minaj is from New York. And she's got a husband, a street dude from New York. So I'm sure he's with the shits. And it's going to come down to a violent situation. It's going to come down to Cardi B running into Nicki Minaj out or vice versa. Or Cardi B running down on her again once her baby's born. She can't do it while she's pregnant. But this situation is just a classic situation of two people who just can't seem to leave each other alone. Right? When I drop, this other person needs to stay out of my way. And then when they drop, the other person listens. If there's no way that they can occupy the same space at the same time, but then one should agree, okay, when we drop, I'm just going to not say nothing. When you drop, I don't say nothing. And vice versa. But those two don't have that respect for each other. So let's be clear. And like I said, I keep it straight down the middle. For the people who always want to say that I don't, I keep it straight down the middle. That audio of Cardi B, and I was talking to somebody earlier, and they're like, no, this. I'm just going to give my opinion. Everybody knows I love Cardi B. That audio put an end to her nice girl. She's for the girls. Cardi's a real one. That pretty much put an end to all of that. In my opinion, I'll tell you why. I'm going on record. Did y'all see the latest tweet? What about the suing? Nicki's suing Cardi. I'll go on record and saying this. I get it. And Ashanti, I get it. And if Nicki Minaj could have just sat down and not said nothing and just let Cardi B have her moment, we wouldn't be here. But they do, Kimberly. They do. All right, so check this out. Check this out. And I'm going to go to their Twitter and see what else they're saying. Check this out. Culture. Now she's saying culture votes. You ugly too. I mean, and you see the people like Armand Wiggins, he loves it. His old messy ass loves it. I can't stand Armand Wiggins. Anybody that supports him, you just love the mess too. All he wants to see these two women fight. He wants to see that happen. He wants to see that happen. She called them roaches. Who called them roaches? So here's my thing. I think that Nicki Minaj is, as I said, she hates the fact that Cardi B is shining. She hates the fact that Cardi B is shining. Oh, man, oh, man. So let me go. I'm going to put Cardi's page up and then put Nicki's page up on the other one. And that's what it's always been. She hates the fact that Cardi B has stolen some of her shine. Let me see what's going on here. Drop the Addy right now. Don't go tagging the feds and the police like you did 3 months ago. You PAB. STFU. Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak in banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your birthday because she's such an obsessed and dark-spirited, hating hoe. Trying to call me out to fight because I'm pregnant AF. You never have that energy when I see you in person. I seen you at 2 Met Galas and you never have that energy. But where the F you at? My N-words is outside right now. Where the F y'all at? B, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful and you know that. Your hate is so deep, dark, and nasty because your son is nonverbal because you effed him up with them drugs. So you jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Then I tell you the kids were coming? B, where the F you at? Stop talking. Wait, bring that A here. You talking about my father? My father never been to jail a day in his life. Go get a detective and tell him to run them records. Don't put them dirty A allegations from your bloodline on mine. Your daddy was a crackhead and your brother, oh man, oh man, oh man. Woo! Hold on a second. Lord, have mercy. Hold on. Let me go to Nicki's page to see if she's leaving her tweets up. Hold on. Man, this is insane. This is insane. Jeez, go look at Nicki's page. Yes, she was. So, hold on. This is insane. But as usual, y'all need to be calling me at this point. At this point, y'all need to be calling me Heaven Damas. Because I said, the longer this goes on, they're going to eventually run out of things to say about each other, and they're going to start, what's up, Mimi? And they're going to start talking about each other's children. Did I not say that? I said this needs to end because they're going to finally start talking about each other's children. And let me tell you something. Let this be the last time you mention my kids before I spill the tea on yours. While you talking about ABCs, you gonna leave me the F alone today, ho. I'm sick of you, B. Like, damn, how you pressed over an album and you ain't got a hit in or mention in. B feelings hurt because I ain't paid her no attention. You haven't even cut your effing kid's cake. My God, it's 6 o'clock in LA. You must have took your first line of the day. Then she said something about a seizure. When have I had a seizure? You're the one that went on that award show saying you want to call 911 after you was shaken from that drug overdose. Talking about a knot, miss, I'm standing right here. All right, let me go see. Come on, Twitter. Stop moving so slow. Wow, wow, wow. And then people like this girl, Paris the Icon, and the other girl, Jay's Revenge, all of them play a part in it, and they're the ones that try to keep it together. And that Keno chick, the one that doxed my daughter's mother, all of them play a part in it, and they keep it going. And Armand Wiggins, then you got JT in it. So let me see on Nicki Minaj's page. Come on, man. This is taking too long. Hold on here. Hold on. Let me go to my Twitter page on my phone. This is insane. So Nicki Minaj, she keeping her tweets up. Barney and Bailey. And then she keeps on throwing Jay-Z in there. Why? She's in the middle of arguing with Cardi B, and then she keeps on throwing Jay-Z. Jay-Z, take off that effing lace front. Pal, you're unable to view this post because this account owner limits who can view their posts. It's like, she's talking about Jay-Z. Still talking about Jay-Z. Let's see what else. Taylor Layfront, pal. I think the rest of the stuff she deleted already. I only see those 3. Where the roach spray? I'ma spray it in that bee's disease-riddled mouth. Bunch of different cum stains on the new roach. For entertainment purposes only. Lucian Elliott, Rico Nation. I promise you, tell that dizzy hoe to stand down. I promise you. Barney Dangerous, Bodega Barney. What up? Your sister can get that chest caved in if you pregnant with another monkey or roach. So now everybody's okay with Nicki saying it. Remember they said if you're pregnant with another monkey or roach, oh, she's calling a woman a roach or a monkey. Right? That's what everybody said, right? But it's okay when Nicki says it. Pregnant with another monkey or roach. Culture, you a roach and a monkey, like your sister. Yep, here it is right here. Culture, you a roach and a monkey, like your sister. Cokie B, please don't sniff coke with baby number 4 or 5. Word to Carlos. Culture, a vulture, and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see once Wendy ate that crow. What happened? They played you to do the hex to yourself, you flop-ass heavy-tongue hoe. Look at once Barney B started trending. Allegedly, Papa first party over. He got 4 more to go. Let's go, ho. Drop the receipts. Rico Nation. Desiree, here we go. Desiree, you sent Jigga Man broke, huh? Get this bitch before I get in on y'all family as well. Tonight happens to be the effing night. Album flop. P flop. Never won a fight. Outrank you in your own gang. Shut the F up. Come fight. Sympathy baby. Couldn't pull 228K. Abort mission. Do something. We in New York. Heavy on it. Culture vulture. You ugly too. Barney B and Culture. Wow. Also, I know y'all don't like taking my. She's talking about these are evil spirits. Nikki, what are you doing? So what your music is holy? Oh, don't listen to his music. It's dipped in evil spirits. Barney B, tell them how you getting seizures from that knot. Y'all got 15 minutes. Green light. See, there it is. There she is telling her fan base, y'all got 15 minutes. Green light. And then here comes the fan base getting involved. Also, let me say this. I have never had fertility issues. It's not something to be used as a drag until you know the woman who are actually living that pain, blaming themselves. We could only imagine and pray for them, love them, uplift them, not use these women as a punchline. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She was speaking on Henderson. Nikki started this shit. Now she want to say she can't fight. Let me go back to Cardi B. And this is my thing about Cardi. That's why I was like, this would be so much better if you wasn't pregnant. Like, Jesus Christ, why'd you get pregnant again? You can't go fight. You can't really say nothing because you're pregnant. And I don't even think you're close to having that kid. Oh. This is insane. But this is what everybody wanted. This is what everybody wanted. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about mostly the Bobs, mostly about this is what they want. They like when people they're laughing at her talking about culture. They're laughing about it. Crazy insane. Let's see what else Cardi B said. B, you been having cum stains in your mouth since you was a minor because your daddy used to molest you. Tell the world that's why you wake up so effing miserable because you hurt and full of trauma and trying to apply it to everybody else. And why the F you keep bringing up Rock Nation? That's what I said. I'm not signed to them, you delusional, paranoid, coke sniffing B. We already knew what happened. You know, Nicki Minaj is easy saying that because she know Cardi B can't do anything because she's pregnant. Nicki Minaj does not want to fight Cardi B. She had an opportunity to do that before, and she said, I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here. Nicki Minaj does not want to fight Cardi B. She might want to fight her when she's pregnant because she knows she can't do anything when she's pregnant. But Nicki Minaj does not want to fight Cardi B. And to call Culture a monkey and a roach, Culture is a beautiful child. Like I said, man, I'm not with the child stuff. I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all it was coming. It's him. This is starting to get starting. Starting, Darius. It already is. It ain't starting. It has been this way. It has been this way. Crazy, man. Y'all let these girls tie the game even without Kelsey Mitchell. Unbelievable. Vegas deserves to lose. Vegas deserves to lose, and I hope they lose. I hope they lose. If you're not posted, let's go back to what she said. This is crazy. Crazy. She's putting Jay-Z like, oh, lawsuit. She's not filing a lawsuit against Jay-Z. So all she does is talk. Oh, Nicki's attorneys added defamatory statements to the claim. That bitch is about to be sleeping next to a trash can in the middle of the Bronx. She can put Jay-Z's picture out she wants. Jay-Z's not even on social media. She's not even on social media. It's crazy. She's obsessed with Jay-Z. So it's like, why do you keep talking about, that's what she said. Why do you keep talking about Jay-Z and Rock Nation? When you're right in the middle of a battle with, I guess, going in about Cardi B, Jay-Z and Rock Nation don't even have social media. So why does she keep talking about Jay-Z and putting Jay-Z in wigs and just weird. This is unbelievable. You start all this trying to come at and taunt her over an amazing first week sales. This is crazy. This is crazy. I feel after the fertility date she pulled, that's when Nicki sparked the battery on her back. They said Cardi wanted to tour with her. Yeah, she probably did when she first started. Why wouldn't she? I don't doubt that, but that's not a drag. Who, when she first started, didn't know anything about her. I'm sure she did. Had a whole label fly out to Cali to beg me to do a joint tour and album with her. I don't want to have to drop that recorded call. That's why all the sabotage on my tour. Drop the receipts, dumb B. You costing them millions with your $4 album and $5 coupons. Now she's listening to what the Barbs say. Like, why is she continue talking about Jay-Z? I don't get it. F the vultures, BD. Cardi can't keep trying to play into the fact that it's Papa Bear's birthday. Because when it was Culture's birthday, she was literally arguing on the Shade Room. And she said, F the vulture birthday. Wow. And this is the same one that all you see are videos of her jocking Jay-Z. Like, oh, I'm in Jay. Oh, I let Jay hear my album and I changed my lyrics around because Jay-Z told me that I killed the last verse. Like, Cardi B responded. Oh my God. This is insane. This is insane. But again, people love it. This is what people love. So instead of music, this is what we're getting. This is what we're getting. Hold on. And this is what people like Armand Wiggins, this is what they like. This is what they like. Let's see. Let's see what Cardi B said now. Hit the like button, y'all coming through the door. Hit the like button. I told her to get off Twitter before. She don't listen to me. Hold on, y'all. Hit the like button. Let me see. What did Cardi say next? Come on, man. I hit this was Cardi B's page. Let's go. This is crazy. Can y'all see the screen? You said F vulture what? B F that slow ass son that came out your pee. You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant, and look at your karma. Look at what your rotten pee produced. Now he a whole 5-year-old tippy-toeing around the house and can't spell his name. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Afro Asian Latina Queen. Y'all get them likes up, man. I'm giving y'all this timeline, and I haven't even been able to start on the phone call, Cardi B's phone call, which I said last night. I DM'd Cardi B when I first got this audio. When I first got the audio, I DM'd her over a month ago, and I asked her, was this real? Now, she never responded back to that DM. So then last night, when I heard it drop, I DM'd her again, and I said, hey, this is the audio that I was telling you about last month. It's now out in the public. So I was trying to give her a heads up. So, but she has not responded yet back. Jackie Young had a clear look at the basket. She clanks it off the backboard, had a shot, and I believe now they will lose this game in overtime. Had a clear look. Curly fries. Now, again, going back and forth. Nicki MInaj is keeping the tweets up there. She's so stupid. Find me, B. Remember, you called the cops on us last time. Made them tell us we had to leave New York because you and your man was afraid for y'all's lives. Nah, ho, drop the receipts, Barney B. You'll be eating out of the garbage can of the Bronx in the name of Jesus soon. So she did was copy what somebody else said. Had the whole label fly out to Cali to beg me to do a joint tour. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She continued to talk about Jay-Z. I don't know why she keeps throwing Jay-Z in the mix here. If I'm Cardi, I'd say, no, keep it me. I want all the smoke. Forget Jay-Z. You lying funky feet B. Nobody called the cops on you. Your dumb A, bum A man went online talking S and doing threats while he was on probation, dummy. You was talking tough. Now you talking about find us. Drop the Addy, you fake tough PB. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what we got. This is what hip hop is. Female hip hop is dead to me. Female hip hop is dead. Female hip hop to me is dead. Right? But that's what everybody wants. And it's I don't want to hear, oh, it was only rap. Oh, well, what happened? Uh, don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Yo, do know Cardi B has a gang behind her. So I don't want to hear no I don't want to hear no crying if somebody's fave turn up with a bullet in them. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no complaining. Because everybody seems to think it's so funny right now. We thought it was funny with Biggie and Pac, too. Nobody thought that was going to happen to Biggie and Pac. Nobody. Indiana and Vegas are in overtime. Yep, but again, what did I say yesterday? What did I say yesterday? Where does it go from here? It's gonna lead to violence. It's gonna lead to violence. But Cardi B don't have no guy that's gonna defend her because number one, Cardi B's man is in the NFL. That's the first thing. Cardi B's man's in the NFL, right? So she don't have no men to like once Nicki's husband gets involved. Now Cardi B has a gang and she's got dudes in the gang, but she can't really have association with the gang. That's the problem. She can't really have association with the gang because she's a signed artist. And if she's a signed artist and they find out she's still associated with that gang, they can void her contract. No. Cardi B does, I believe she cares about her contract. I think she does. Y'all don't think she cares about her contract? That's how she feeds her children. Right? So y'all don't think, so hold on. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Cardi B would throw away her career over Nicki Minaj. Put a 1 in the chat if you think she'd do that. Put a 2 in the chat if you think, nah, she would never throw her career away over Nicki Minaj. Because she would do life behind those kids. Okay. In gangs, a certain lingo, nothing has to be said. I don't think she would think about that in the moment of reacting. Okay. Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. But if she loses this contract, how's she gonna feed her kids? She always said she wants this for her kids. She wants these things for her kids. Well, how's she gonna feed her kids if she loses her contract? Okay. Well, again, I'm not saying y'all are wrong by any means. By any means. I'm not saying y'all are wrong by any means. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Sade, but you go out there and she's a musician, right? And every brand every brand deal that she gets is based off of her being Cardi B. If she goes out there and gets involved in some nasty crime that links back to her, you don't think that could ruin anybody wanting to mess with her? Look what happened to Diddy. And I know it's different crimes, but most of the time, once you got a crime attached to your name, nobody wants to mess with you. Nicki's got a contract. She's in contract with Universal and Republic. She may not have contracts with nobody else, but she's got a contract with Universal and Republic. And she got a contract with that sneaker thing that she just opened up. That's a company that she got the sneaker deal with. Nicki's connecting Cardi to Jay-Z because of Meg. Well, what does Meg got to do with it or anything? Cardi don't even hang around Meg. What does Meg got to do with it? Megan has nothing to do with this whole thing. So just because she did a collaboration with Megan, she attaches Roc Nation to that? So she did a collaboration with Lotto. Does she tax Lotto to Rock Nation? I mean, I don't get the whole thing with Jay-Z. I don't get the whole thing with Jay-Z. She keeps on talking about Jay-Z because she knows Jay-Z's not going to respond. So it's easy for her to say that she's about lawsuits. She's not. She doesn't have a lawsuit against Jay-Z. She's not going to bring a lawsuit against Jay-Z because she knows it's frivolous. The only reason she would bring a lawsuit against Jay-Z is just for the optics, because everybody else is bringing lawsuits against Jay-Z. So she knows it'll look good if she brings one against Jay-Z. So then Jay-Z would have to respond to her. But if she really wants him to respond, send him law papers. And then he'll respond. If she really wants him to respond, if she really wants Alex Spiro on her ass, go ahead. Oh boy, let's see what Cardi said about the joint tour. Insane. Insane. All right, let's go back and see what Cardi B said. Bitch, you want to talk about $4.99? You sold both your album for $5. You DH. You was even selling poster and keychain bundles for your Queen album. You effing dummy. And you know I never been no B to cop, please. That was your friend Nitty hitting up Tubby to go on a effing joint tour after he got out of jail. I ain't never got on a phone call with none of your A's. B, you wish. And look how you be talking about our nation, you ungrateful B, when they let you off for 3 months of title just so they could buy your album. Oh, man. Lord, have mercy. Is there someone or something that can stop this? I mean, people sit there and let them do it all night. Nicki Minaj's record company don't say nothing. Cardi B's record, they just let them sit there and go at it. There's no all of the people in the game are scared. They don't say nothing. People like Joe Budden, she don't respect them, so they're not going to stop. Joe Budden and all of them pretty much put one side against Cardi. They turn it, so they're not going to listen to them. There is no OG around. That's the problem. There's no OG that can step up and say, Beyonce don't mess with Nicki Minaj, so she can't step up and be like, hey, why don't y'all stop this? Taylor Swift, where you at? Maybe Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is cool with both of them. Maybe Taylor Swift, but Nicki Minaj will probably just curse Taylor Swift out like she did before. This is the problem with social media. There's nobody there to, reprimand anybody. There's nobody there to reprimand anybody. I mean, it's crazy. Deb Anthony, definitely not. She don't even really mess with Debbie Anthony like that. Her and Debbie Anthony got into it during the tour. Madonna, they would both listen to Madonna. I think they would both listen to Madonna. But knowing Nicki Minaj, she knows that Madonna's close with Beyonce and Jay-Z. She'll say, oh, you coming over here because Jay-Z sent you a dusty ass over here to say something, blah, blah, blah. So she connects everybody to Jay-Z because people are cool with Jay-Z. So she connects everybody to Jay-Z, and she thinks that it's always Jay-Z sending someone after her. Jay-Z don't need to send nobody after you. Jay-Z don't need to send nobody after you. And she got a stupid behind husband that just sits there and lets her run her mouth all night. He can't do nothing with her. And she used to say that Culture was autistic. And now look. No, Lauryn Hill, definitely not. Lauryn Hill don't fuck with Nicki Minaj. So that's the thing. None of her peers, like Missy Elliott, they're all cool with Cardi, but none of them are cool with Nicki Minaj. So she has no OGs because the OGs, she disrespects them all. Mariah Carey, Beyonce, she fell out with Mariah Carey. She fell out with Beyonce. She fell out with Alicia Keys. Because Alicia Keys is still cool with Beyonce. So anybody that's still cool with Beyonce, she's not going to touch. She's going to say, oh, they're on Beyonce's side. Lauryn Hill don't like her. Lauryn Hill told Nas to break up with her. Lauryn Hill was one of the reasons why her and Nas broke up. The Las Vegas Aces are back in the finals. Queen Latifah's another one. Nicki Minaj Queen Latifah don't get along with Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj, just because Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott was talking about Sheetha, they were like, man, Remy really did that. Remy came down on her with Sheetha, and she said, it's good for hip hop. She was like, I can't wait to see what she come back with because that Sheetha got her. And then Nicki Minaj didn't like that, and she said, "Oh, cackling and because Queen Latifah said something about me and Missy was cackling when she met Sheetha, and then she posted one time laughing and cackling. So then when Missy said congratulations on the Icon Award, Nicki was still talking about that. She disrespected Missy and said, "Oh, you're laughing. Are you laughing and cackling about that or something like that?" So, and Missy was like, well, damn, I said congratulations and that's what I got. Well, that's the reason why Missy don't mess with her. Latifah don't mess with her. She fell out with Remy don't mess with her. She don't mess with Halle Berry because Halle Berry called Cardi B the queen of rap one time. So she don't mess with Halle Berry neither. She fell out with, how about Rihanna? Here's Rihanna. Rihanna's a person. She respects Rihanna, right? And Rihanna's cool with Cardi B. Rihanna, there you go. Rihanna, step in there. Somebody call Rihanna and tell her to get in there and tell them to cut it out. Right? Even Kanye still got some people liking him. It's crazy. It would usually be someone like Jay-Z. He would be the one, but she half of her stuff is against Jay-Z. Let's see if Cardi B said anything else. Yeah, Riri just had a baby. She ain't thinking about them girls. Riri just had a baby. She is not thinking about these two chicks and what they're doing. Cardi B called her funky feet. Oh my God. You funky feet. Funky feet. Funky feet. Funky feet. Funky feet. Dun, 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 dun. But stop all this talking. Where you at? You said you was gonna cave my sister's chest in. We checking our DMs and ain't seen it yet. Everybody up and waiting. Drop that Addy right now, ho. She said you want to get your sister want to get her chest caved in. So drop the Addy. I'm sure Hennessy will fight for her. I'm sure Hennessy will fight for it. Hennessy will take that fight for her. Wow. She said she was going to cave Hennessy's chest in. I'm telling you right now, she keep on putting these defamatory ads saying lawsuit on Jay-Z. Jay-Z going to have his attorney draw something up. And she keep trying to make it seem like she's going to put a lawsuit against Jay-Z. There is no lawsuit. There is no lawsuit. Anything else? Nope. And they always want to throw Jesus in it. Nicki, none of y'all follow Jesus. So stop it. If y'all are doing this and talking about children and cursing and whatever, Jesus is not in your life. I'm tired of people trying to use Jesus. Neither one of y'all mess with Jesus. So stop it. Stop it. Because if you mess with Jesus so much, you wouldn't be talking about the things you talk about in your records. You wouldn't be talking about hopping on that dick and ride it like Freddie, and Cardi. None of y'all would be talking about the things you talk about if you had Jesus in your life. So I'm tired of people always using Jesus. Get tired of that. Y'all ain't down with Jesus. People that got Jesus in their life don't act like that. My mother, God bless her dead. My sister was saved. My sister didn't act like this. You can't be going and saying the things that you're saying, talking about people's children, and then say, oh, Jesus got no. Y'all don't got Jesus don't mess with y'all. Please. That's one thing that I can say for a fact. And I don't care about people saying, oh, you can't judge them. You don't know. I know for a fact. That's not how people who have Jesus in their life act. by neither one of them. Neither one of them are saved. Neither one of them is women of God. So just stop. Neither one of them are women of God. Nicki Minaj always wants to try to throw some, in the name of Jesus. How dare you use Jesus' name in vain for your BS? Just stop it. I came up in the Christian. My father was a pastor. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on live, but what's her name? Finished it.
This is the one. Yeah. Overtime. I was like,
still struggling. And then they what's her name fouled out. What's her name fouled out in that was a bad foul. But I'm about to be off of here. I'll call you back if you're still up. You got work tomorrow though, right?
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Yankees lost.
Good. Why Nicki ain't respond to Tia Trump? Right. Leave the kids and Jesus out of it. That's right. Yes, you on fire. I'm telling you, man, I don't like that. My father and my mother, God bless the dead, they were church-going people who had Jesus in their life. I grew up as a PK, as a preacher's kid. So I know how people who have Jesus in their life act. And it burns me up to hear Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, whoever else talk about Jesus. Kanye West is talking about Jesus, but he's addicted to porn. How are you talking about Jesus and you're addicted to porn? And you got your wife, the person that you said vows with, you got your wife walking around bucket naked, but you talking about Jesus. Nicki Minaj, oh, they sold their soul. You sold yours too. You sold yours too. If they sold theirs, you sold yours. You richer than Cardi B. So if Cardi B sold her soul, Nicki Minaj, you been sold yours. Get the hell out of here. Anybody in that world that's worth $100 million like that, none of y'all are innocent. Because you did something to get that $100 million. And don't tell me it's talent. Got the nerve to talk about people selling their soul. You sold your soul too, Nicki Minaj. You ain't no better than nobody else. Miss levitating in the sky, imitating an exorcism, levitating in the sky. You think that's of Jesus? Jesus co-signed for you to do that? Jesus co-signed for you to be taking pictures, covering one eye? You doing the same shit that you talking to other people doing, that other people are doing. Maybe her stupid ass fan base buy that. I don't buy that. People that act like that, people that say things, say these demonic things about children, they don't got an ounce of Jesus in them. Not an ounce. Not an ounce. Crazy, man. I'm gonna entertain the BS. Have good night. It's insane. Yep, she was just fighting with SZA last month or 2 months ago. She says that SZA got something to do with Rock Nation. She, according to her, Rock Nation sent SZA. I wonder why she hasn't came at Kendrick. I wonder why she hasn't came at Kendrick. Maria Abramovich. I mean, Maria Abramovich is friends with a lot of people. I mean, but I've seen Maria Abramovich around in Jay Z's video. I've seen them around each other one time, but friends is a stretch. Like I don't really know who is friend, like who has friends, but I've never seen other than that one video. I've never even seen them together after that. But Maria Abramovich is friends with a whole bunch of people in this industry. Just like that weird behind little fashion lady. Let's see what else she said. Did she say anything else? This is not going to end anytime soon, people. It's not going to end anytime soon. Right? This is crazy. And nobody's going to call her out because everybody act like they're scared of her. Joe Button isn't going to say anything. Charlemagne, they already think, she don't even talk to Charlemagne. They already say that she's going to say, oh, you're coming for Jay-Z, on Jay-Z's payroll. Drake, why don't Drake step in and say something? He's cool with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Step in and be like, hey, y'all need to keep the kids out of it.
Offset
Offset is probably happy that Nicki's attacking Cardi B. He ain't even jumping in to protect his baby mother. Regardless, that's your child's mother. She talking about your children. Where are you at? Offset's soft anyway. Soft set. Offset is soft. Like, you gotta get some men right. 50 Cent. You can't step in and say, but 50 Cent is the king of petty. He likes stuff like this. Armand Wiggins is just one. He want to get in there. He'll get in there to try to fight Ken Barbie just because he want to press Nicki and then get his ass whipped. Ken Barbie will probably whoop his ass. There'll be wigs and everything flying. Wigs and baby oil flying around with them too. Cardi, don't start deleting tweets. Just go all out. Leave it up. Leave it up. She deleting the one about Papa Bear. Nah, leave it up. Leave it up. Leave it up. As I'm saying, I want Jay to drop a diss. See, but that's what Jay's not gonna come at a woman. Jay's not gonna come at a woman. That's the whole thing. Jay-Z ain't never dissed no woman in no song. So he ain't gonna come now. Because that'll make him look like, why are you coming at a woman? Because she been talking about him for the last 2 months. She's actually been talking about him ever since the Super Bowl of last year. She's had Jay-Z name in her mouth. Sexy 60. Rihanna just had a baby, so she's out. The only people I can think of is Madonna, somebody like an OG, like I don't know if how much Patti LaBelle meant. She probably won't listen to Patti LaBelle because she gonna say Patti LaBelle rock with Cardi B. You know, they're both their label heads need to come get them and tell them to get off Twitter. When Jay-Z was done with Rihanna on social media, he came and the record label came and said, get off Twitter. Hey, as me said, they end up arguing again. I'm done. So I don't say, if I'm Jay-Z, I'll never respond to Nicki Minaj, miserable self. I'll just go after those masters that Lil Wayne sold and own her music. Right. She can't, I mean, she ain't getting those masters back anyway. So so Jay-Z, she don't even own them. But if Jay-Z want to be petty, he can find out who owns them and purchase them. And purchase them. Yeah, Lil Wayne. Look, I don't know what's going on. He'll sit and act like he ain't seen none of this with his old dementia having ass. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting in the way of two women and two crazy women. Weezy ain't doing that. Weezy not that. I don't know what's going on. Man, nigga, man, go to bed. Lean drinking ass. Drake, where you at? You can step in. You're cool with Cardi B. You're obviously cool with Nicki Minaj. Nobody else, there's no woman to step up because either they don't get along with, there's no woman to be like, hey, Lil Kim, she don't like Lil Kim. There's no woman to step up. Queen Latifah would be the one. Be like, listen, look, what are y'all doing? Y'all making women hip hop look bad. Y'all talking about each other's children and this, that, and the third. Tyler Perry. I don't know. I don't know if Tyler Perry is even into it like that. Like Tyler Perry is pretty much not. It would have to be somebody of the culture. It would be somebody like Diddy, but he's locked up. She don't like Jay-Z. It have to be somebody of the culture. Like if Russell Simmons ain't around, we don't really have it anymore. We don't really have that person of the culture to call them both up and say, knock it off. Maybe what's her name? Ain't both of them cool with Kris Jenner? I thought Nicki was cool with both of them. I thought Kim was cool with both of them. It's like, They ain't gonna listen to Kim. Nah, Reverend Run is far removed from the culture. Like, Cardi would probably be like, who's that? LL maybe. LL, yeah, come on. You know, see, what you ladies gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? This hip hop. We get all that. But y'all gotta chill. It's not even about the music no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about the music no more. Keep it on the music, baby. You young ladies talk about each other's children, and you know that's whack. That's whack, B. Yo, yeah. Yo, come on, Queens. What y'all doing? Yo, this is Nas. I'm trying to contact you. Nicki, I know we don't talk no more, but I'm seeing what's going on here on social media. Y'all need to keep that stuff. Y'all two queens. Y'all need to get that off of social media. Talk about that behind closed doors. Matter of fact, I got a book for y'all to read. I got a book that both y'all need to come on social media and meet me at the library in the morning. Y'all both come down to the Metropolitan Library, and I'm going to give y'all this book. Y'all need to both read this book. Ebro, definitely not. Ebro, definitely not. Because now Ebro is one who's friends with both. Ebro friends with Nicki and he's friends with Cardi B. Yep. And then people, Angie Martinez are friends with both. Angie Martinez. No, she wanted to set Angie because Angie is real close with Jay. Angie's real close with Jay. So Angie is probably not even messing with Nicki right now because she's real close with Jay. Ebro is not bad. Ebro is close with both of them. Ebro will be up there. What you both need to do, I ain't even gonna hold you. What y'all both need to do, y'all need to make a record out of it. I say bring it back to the music. Man, nigga, go sit your hairy face down. They talk about each other's children. You talk about something, take it to the booth. If you don't sit your old Alibaba in the 7-seat ass down somewhere. What's up, Pink? Joe Budden, definitely not. Cause she hates Joe Budden. Only thing Joe Budden does not like, he don't like Cardi B anymore. So that's not gonna happen. But here's the whole thing, Keisha. The only people that would do something like this, right? Nicki don't have a relationship with. Lauryn Hill, you see how Lauryn Hill was looking at her when she was bending down on her knees, bowing to Lauryn Hill? Lauryn Hill was looking at her like, bitch, get up. What are you doing? And remember, I told y'all, Lauryn Hill was a big reason of why Nicki and Nas broke up. Lauryn Hill was telling Nas, don't take her serious. You can't get involved with somebody like that. So Lauryn Hill never really acknowledged it because she don't really get along with her. Then she don't get along with Queen Latifah. She don't get along with Missy. She don't get along with Beyonce. Like I said, Rihanna would be a perfect person, but Rihanna just had a baby. She's not going to be involved in stuff like that. Nicki don't like Halle Berry because Halle Berry called Cardi B the queen of rap. I'm sure now she's not going to like Kelly Rowland. She don't get along with Beyonce. Patti LaBelle said, oh, I love Cardi B, so she probably wouldn't listen to Patti LaBelle. She probably would say, F Patti LaBelle. Taylor Swift, that's a good one, but she's not really in the culture. So Taylor Swift would probably be too scared to say something to Nicki because Nicki flipped on her one time before years ago. Alicia Keys is Beyonce's best friend, so no go to that. Like I said, Ebro is cool with them both, but Nicki Minaj don't respect Ebro enough. She's not gonna be like, okay, Ebro called and told me to chill. The one who used to do that was Jay-Z. That's the one who used to have the most respect, that can end the beef, that can get people together, but she don't like Jay-Z no more. So I don't really know. Michelle Obama? I mean, Michelle Obama, maybe she'll say something. Maybe she can say something. I don't know. Why do some of these people make comments about Jay-Z like they are Jay-Z? You or you make comments about Jay-Z like they are Jay-Z? Y'all are coming up with some good names, but y'all are coming up with names that would have worked like in 99. Al Sharpton, Louis Farrakhan, like that's not going to work in 2025. Like they don't have the respect. They don't have the respect for them like that. All of the people, Madonna's cool with both. I think you two need to come. I actually think that you two need to. Actually, you may not agree with this idea, but I think both of you need to tongue kiss. I think if both of you tongue kiss, all of this will go away. Honestly, I think you should do it. Bitch, if you don't get your freaky ass on somewhere, Madonna tell him to tongue kiss and everything will go away. How about Eve? Nope. She just fell out with Eve. Remember, Eve said something along the lines about Cardi B recently or something like that? Or Eve, something would happen with Eve that Eve said something about either something happened with Eve. Nope, she don't like Eve anymore either. Something happened recently with Eve. Either Eve said something about Nicki Minaj, or Eve shouted out Cardi B, something. I forgot what it was. 50 maybe. I don't know what type of relationship Monica has with Cardi B, but I know she has a relationship with Nicki Minaj. So if Monica called up Nicki Minaj and said, yo, you need to chill, she might listen to Monica, but Cardi B be like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that. Brandy was better than you anyway, bitch. Like, so I don't know how it would work on the Cardi side. I know. No, I understand. But something recently happened. I can't believe y'all don't really remember it. Something happened with Eve, and I remember people saying, "Oh, the Bobs are gonna go off on Eve." I forgot what it was. How can y'all not remember? Y'all remember everything else. Keisha, what did Eve say like a couple months ago? And then people were saying, "Oh, Nicki is gonna, the Bobs are gonna go off on her," or she said something. She either complimented Cardi B or said something about Nicki. I forgot what it was. Because what I'm saying is, Nicki takes a lot of her cue from the Bobs. So a lot of these times, Nicki don't even really catch what these people are saying. But the Bobs are too messy. And every single time, like they started the whole thing when Holly Berry said, "Oh, Cardi B's a queen of rap," another. All the Bobs went off on Holly Berry. Nicki Minaj probably didn't even hear that. But then what they do is they go and start tagging Nicki, telling Nicki this one, that one, that one. And then that's how Nicki gets her information. So I don't really remember. I'll have to look it up. Y'all act like y'all got amnesia now. Something happened with Eve. And this was after her and Nicki gave each other them props that time. This was like a couple of months ago. Oh, you said you just said it. Hold on. Let me look up. She said, hold on. Where you at, Keisha? Oh, I just told, okay. But she said Nicki is still the queen and a legend. Lotto, oh yeah. Lotto, Cardi, and Glow. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but you see, the Barbs are not going to accept that. They're not going to accept that. And but she's still a legend. She said Lotto, Cardi, and Glorilla. And then the Barbs were, fuck Eve, such and such. And then what they're going to do is run back and gaslight Nicki to make it seem as though Eve was disrespecting her. And then she's going to take shots at Eve, or she's not going to mess with Eve. Or if Eve give her a compliment, she'll say, "Oh, you sure you didn't mean Cardi, them three other chicks?" Like when Missy Elliott gave her a compliment about the Icon Award. And she was like, "Oh, not mumbling and cackling." So I'm telling you, I'm just saying this because I know how, I see how it works. I see how her fan base works. Like a lot of stuff that she tweets, she didn't even know. But she sees her fan base saying it. And now she's saying it. Because she depends on the Barbs. And of course, if the Barbs are saying it, she's going to say, "Well, the Barbs aren't going to give me false information." Just like how she tweeted about the Heineken bottle. Because she saw the Barbs saying it, and she saw JT saying it. But the thing about the Heineken bottle is not even true. That came out in the court case. The thing about the Heineken bottle ain't true. She's now saying, "Jay-Z, take off your label," because she saw all these other Barbs saying, "Jay-Z wears a wig." I've never heard her make that comment before. Earlier today, people were saying, "Oh, with that wig on, such, he got a wig." Now, all of a sudden, she's tweeted, "Jay-Z, take off that lace front." I've never, ever, ever heard Nicki Minaj say, even after they fell out, Jay-Z's wearing a wig. She just saw somebody say that earlier. Oh, you should drop the tea about him wearing wigs. It was the same thing. It was the same thing about Dez Bryant. Now, when Nicki got into it with Dez Bryant a couple of weeks ago, she didn't even remember that Dez Bryant was the one who jumped in the comp with her and Meek. One of the Barbs brought it up to her. She didn't even remember. That was so long ago. She didn't even remember that Dez Bryant said, "I'm Team Meek." Then she comes back. I heard that you jumped in my business back with such and such. She didn't even realize that that was the same dude. But the Barbs, who always want to gaslight and put the battery in her back, they told her that. And then she brought it up to him. This ain't the first time you was in my business. Right? But the whole thing is, everybody's talking about Desiree Perez, right? She's talking about Jay-Z. She's talking about Desiree Perez. Now, but where is the evidence of what you're saying? I don't even know what she's really accusing him of. She said that Desiree Perez is sparking she sparked a online hate train for her. Desiree Perez don't even have social media. So how can Desiree Perez spark an online hate train for Nicki Minaj when she doesn't even come on Twitter? She didn't even have an account. Jay-Z's got 4 tweets in his whole entire life. So what issue can you have with Jay-Z that's going to be resolved on Twitter with memes? All them memes, you could have had a lawsuit of. If Jay-Z owes you money, where's your lawsuit? You brought up a lawsuit against Nosy Whole Live for defamation. You're going to tell me that Jay-Z owes you $100 million and he's not even attempting to give it back? And you're just going to let that rock? So you're just going to allow that to rock and say, you know what? I'm just going to go on social media and drop a bunch of memes. How's that going to get you back your $100 million? I could see if he was on social media and say, oh, I'm going to shame him into responding. But he don't come on social media. So all these things is like I said before, it's like going to a ghost town and throwing a rock and saying, I want all the smoke. You want all the smoke from who? Ain't nobody here. I went to that town. That town's P. That town is P. I went there in the middle of the night and said, who the F want what? I was calling out everybody in that town. It's a ghost town. Of course you went there and was calling out people in a ghost town. Nobody was there to hear you. That's what going at Jay-Z on social media is. It's throwing a rock in a ghost town because you know he's not going to respond. So you can say all these things. Oh, she's staying on Jay-Z's neck. How's she on Jay-Z's neck when Jay-Z's never responded? So how's she on Jay-Z's neck? Jay-Z let Kanye West call his kids retarded and he didn't respond. So you think he's going to respond to Nicki Minaj saying he owes her between $100 and $200 million and he only sold a company for $297 and she had a 3% equity? How do you get $100 million out of that? You can't say it was because of your tour. You were online bragging about how much money you made off that tour. So you can't say, oh, Rock, whatever, stole my tour money. That, according to you, they didn't, because you were on they bragging. Oh, Nicki Minaj, the first one to sell out this, sell out that, first one to sell such and such amount of tickets. So I never once, during that whole entire Pink Friday tour, somebody, if you can find it, find it. During that whole entire tour, I never remember her saying anything about they jipping me of my money. I ain't having this. I never remember her saying anything about her money during that tour. If she said something, find it, and I'll retract what I said. But the only thing I heard about that tour was, oh, we sold out this, we sold out that. Oh, first female rapper to do this, first female rapper to do that. So I never heard anything about Live Nation taking her money. Now she says, oh, I sure hope that money you stole from my tour. What? So she left Kenny where was before, of course, he got extra BS because of her, but he with the shits. True. Title. Because of title. But where's your proof? But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. Nicki Minaj is worth, according to notes, close to $200 million, right? So I'm sure she has the best accountants. I'm sure she's got the best accountants. Like I said, I could come online and say anything. I could come online and be like, yeah, Megan Good owed me some pussy. She said she's going to give me some pussy when I saw her. I could come online and say that all day. Do I got proof that Megan Good said that? Where's the text message of Megan Good saying, Heaven, I'm going to give you some pussy. Heaven, I owe you some pussy. Where's the video of, where's the audio of Megan Good saying that to me? You see how easy it is for that to lie? And I got pictures of Megan Good. I could be like, here go the pictures right here. This proves I know Megan Good. If Tidal owes her money, she should have proof of that. That's something that's easy to prove. You get your accountant and you say, you owe us for this, owe us for that. Us going on this tour should have generated this. This album should have generated that. She has an accountant. So she should have her accountant come and break down and draw up lawsuit papers to give to Jay-Z and Rock Nation for her $100 million. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you say that, whenever you say prove it is like telling people they're lying. Prove it. Like, I'm not going to accept you just coming here and telling me. That's something that's easily provable. That's something that's easily provable. $100 million? That means she had to sign a contract that stated, we're going to give you this if this happens, or we're going to give you a percentage of this. And then they can go back and look and see what is that. I don't see nobody else other than Kanye, but Kanye fell out with Jay-Z. How many people, hold on. How many artists got paid out from Tidal sale? Okay. While there was a total of 15 original partners who received equity and title, and they were projected to receive around $8.9 million each from the sale to Square. Not all artists were paid out. And then the only person that they mentioned, with Nicki Minaj famously claiming she received nothing. Therefore, the exact number of artists who received payouts is not definitely known and varies based on the contract and agreement. But here is the 15 people, right? Group and then a quarter of a Norwegian company. So there was Kanye, Madonna, Rihanna, I think Chris Martin, from Coldplay. There was like 15 people, but yet and still, the only person other than Kanye West, and Kanye West knows why he didn't get paid, because he owes Jay-Z $20 million. He owed Jay-Z $20 million when he walked out on that tour. I have never heard Rihanna say, I never got paid from Tidal. I didn't hear Madonna say she didn't get paid. I didn't hear Usher say he didn't get paid. Nobody else said, Alicia Keys didn't say she didn't get paid. So Jay-Z just hates Nicki Minaj so much that he said, you know what? I'm going to pay everybody else, but I'm not going to pay Nicki Minaj. Why? I just find that a little bit hard to believe. I just find that a little hard to believe. And just think about how you would react if somebody owed you $500. Think about if you was at a job, right? Think about if you was at a job and your job gypped you of $500. I think she's capping, yes. Basically, yes, I think she's capping. Because if she wasn't capping, she would present some proof. And if she isn't capping, then I don't know what's wrong with her. Because if somebody owed me $100 million, I would have been had them in court. And like I said, think about if your job gypped you of $500. You work the hours. Wouldn't you have a way of proving that they owed you $500? You would be having a fit. That's $500. Think about how you would react if somebody owed you $500. Just think about it. She says Jay-Z owes her $100 million. And she's okay with tweeting on Twitter and showing memes and making memes? Like that's going to get her money back. So she's cool with him owing her $100 million. I'm just going to make memes about him and talk about him. I'm sorry. I just do not believe that Nicki Minaj would take that laying down. $100 million? when she's going to court, when she's suing Nosy Whole Live for words? She's suing Nosy Whole Live for words. And she's not going to sue Jay-Z for $100 million? Like I said, just think about that and think, do you think that makes sense? And if this is going on since the sale of Tidal, you know how long ago that was? He sold Tidal in 2021. He sold Tidal in 2021, and then those people got paid out. So that means if that was the case, he's owed her $100 million since 2021. That's 4 years has passed, and there's still no lawsuit. Where's the lawsuit? Where's the paperwork? Because I've already went on record as saying, if Jay-Z, if I'm all for anybody going after their money that they're owed. I don't think anybody should work for free. I don't think anybody should be owed money and not paid it. So if he owes her $100 million and she proves it, then he needs to give her money. But when I'm not going to say, yeah, he owes Nicki $100 million. There's no proof for that. There's no proof for that. I just can't go along with Nicki Minaj saying he owes me $100 million. And because she's, oh yeah, Deseret, this and Deseret. Okay, where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Go get your contract. Go subpoena how much, all of this stuff is on record. Subpoena how much money Tidal made off of your music. All that's going to be on record. All that'll be on record. And then figure out how he owes you $100 million, but he didn't pay nobody else $100 million. And if you can present that, if that's the truth, you'll be able to present it. She needs to get paid. But we do everybody else like that, right? Everybody else that says something, we say, y'all got to prove it. This is the same thing I said with all these cases, with all these allegations. I was falsely accused before, so I know for a fact I was falsely accused in the past. No, if I did something to you, if I owe you something, then you should be able to prove it. If you should be able to prove all that stuff. You should be able to prove it. I beat you up. Did you go to the doctor? Did you call? What happened when you went to the doctor? There should be a record of that. I blackened your eye. You probably definitely went to a doctor, or you went and got some sort of something for your eye. There should be a record of that. You know, Steve Stout pretty much said what happened, right? So we have to say, can he prove that? Can he prove that's what happened? But she's telling Jay-Z that he owes her that money. It's not for Jay-Z. Jay-Z don't got to respond. She's got to prove that Jay-Z owes it. He don't got to prove that he don't owe it, because she's the one accusing him of owing it. So she's got to prove that he owes it. Jay-Z don't got to do nothing but sit back and say, okay, whenever the paperwork comes, then I'll respond. Until then, you can do all the memes you want. You can say my name. You can call me a camel. You can put up pictures. You can do this, that, and the third. But the moment I respond is going to be when you come with some legal documents, and then I'm going to sick Alex Spiral on you, and then it's going to be a problem. Because Jay-Z's already proven, if you don't got the proof, you better leave Jay-Z alone. If you don't got the proof, you better leave Jay-Z alone. But if she's got the proof, that's something different. But I'm going to assume she don't have the proof because she hasn't showed any. And she hasn't brought up a lawsuit either, because that would be public. People would know about it. This whole situation, I'll go back to what I said before. And there was somebody talking to me who's a big Cardi B fan. And I get her take on it. I get her position on it. But I don't agree with it as far as the video and the audio. And all the Cardi B fans, y'all will try to make excuses for it, whatever. I'm sorry. The only way that I'm forgiving that audio is if she came to me, and that's what I was hoping. I said, well, maybe Lotto knows about it. Maybe Lotto knows about it. Maybe Cardi B said, hey, look, which what she should have done. Hey, look, I was mad in the moment, and I mentioned your name and some shit, which I apologize, I shouldn't have did. So I was hoping and praying that Lotto already knew about it, but obviously she didn't. To me, I'm not saying to anybody else, to me, that's a bad look. You know, a lot of people say, oh, no, it's not. How is it a bad look? To me, that's a bad look, man. That's a bad look. Because, and then you have people try to say, oh, well, she wasn't going on. She was just basically saying, oh, she's not like Lotto. Okay, so then say that. Say that. Don't add pussy nigga in front of it. Don't add pussy ass B in front of that. Just say, y'all got me messed up. I ain't nice like Lotto. That's all she had to say. And then we wouldn't have took it that way. I ain't nice like Lotto. I ain't gonna give you the grace Lotto give you, or something like that. But oh, you think I'm pussy ass Lotto? That's you can't get out of that. You can't get out of that. Now you gotta be fair. You gotta be fair. That is a bad look. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Gotta be fair. Lotto was just asked, and she said her and Cardi are locked in. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. If Lotto forgave her, that's fine. That's a totally different story. However, I'm just saying, don't think if Lotto was to say, nah, I'm not rocking with her, you really couldn't blame her. You really couldn't blame her. So we locked in, fine. She forgave her. It still don't change my mind. It still don't change my mind. But if Lotto's cool with it, if she like it, I love it. If she like it, I love it. But just because Lotto forgave her, that don't make it right. That don't mean Cardi B was wrong for doing it. It don't mean, oh, she wasn't wrong because Lotto forgave her. No. Just because Lotto forgave her, that don't mean she was right in doing that. Because you supposed to be my people. Why are you First of all, why are you mentioning me? You mad at her. Why you got to mention me? Why I got to be pussy? Now, you just made me look like I'm to the whole world. Why I got to be pussy? Why can't I just be nice and non-confrontational? I was non-confrontational growing up, but I wasn't pussy. If a fight ever happened, I knew how to fight. But I was non-confrontational. I didn't like getting into fights. But that don't mean I'm P. I'm like, damn, why I gotta eat pussy just because I didn't fight her? Like, damn, sis. So I didn't like that. I didn't like all the yelling and screaming and threatening and then tonight it was just with the mention the kids and crazy. Both of them are better than me. Both of them better than me because somebody mentioned my kid. I'm ready to risk it all. I'm ready to risk it all. They both better than me. Like I said, man, this is the generation of people talking about people's kids as snaps, as digs, throwing shade. Oh, I'm gonna talk about their kids. Like, they better than me. And the other party don't know. I don't record my conversation with anybody. It's weird unless they know. I agree, Keisha. Keisha, are you gonna record my phone call if I call and talk nasty to you on the phone? He's like, first of all, nigga, you ain't calling me to phone bone. That's the first thing. He said, if I call you to talk nasty, you ain't gonna take me, are you? Nope, they're not canceled. They're not canceled. Neither one of them gonna be canceled. Nicki fan base too big, and they're never gonna hold her accountable. So no. Nicki will not be canceled because, like I said, her fan base is never gonna say she does anything wrong. So she's not gonna be canceled. I do answer messages, but you a tease. Summer pauses, gas me on the radio. I'm gonna make it by myself. Couture. Hey, Couture. Couture, I gotta go watch your video. I know you probably did a crazy video to this. Couture, did you do a video? That's because he liked to tweet, so you know his opinion. Let me buy. Yeah, but before that, like I said, I'm on Wiggins again. I'm concerned about how this will affect Cardi negatively. Yeah, I know you have, Keisha. You've been doing your thing too. You sent me some messages? Ow. She's like, I sent you some message about tea, nigga. Couture sent me some messages. Show over. I got to go read it. Let me stop. So I'll be like, yeah, I sent you messages about the tea, not about me. Yep, he was egging Nicki on. He called Cardi up. Sheesh. Where's the video of him begging? Because I heard it about it, but I didn't see it. Who was begging for rent money? I'm on big. Y'all tripping. Armand Wiggins wasn't begging for no rent. Oh, who this? Terrell said that. Armand, you asked Cardi for rent money, and she said no. I know it hurts, but let it go. Why didn't any of her rap sisters jump in while she was getting jumped? As an able time, the jury convicted him. The court reserves decision. Rule 29. Combs renewed his motion after the verdict. He also moved for a new trial under Rule 33 for the following reasons. Both motions are denied. Unbelievable. I'm telling you right now, this dude is going to give Diddy 10 years. I'm telling you, this judge is a piece of garbage, man. All he does is listen to the District of New York. They're pissed off that Diddy beat him. He's going to get he's going to give him at least 10 years. I bet you. I bet you. The government first indicted Combs in September for violations of the Mann Act, for racketeering conspiracy, in his third and final indictment. The government case was built on Combs' action beginning in 2004 and continuing over the next 2 decades. The government alleged that Combs arranged and put, yeah, but he didn't. The case went to trial after the government rested. Combs moved for acquittal. That motion focused mostly on racketeering and sex trafficking, but also contested the Mann Act charges. With respect to the Mann Act, Combs argued that the escorts who testified didn't travel across state lines, that they disavowed, then they were paid for sex or engaged in prostitution, and that they sometimes were paid even when they didn't have sex. The court withheld its decision, and the charges went to the jury. Like, get out of here, bro. I swear, this dude is going to send Puffy up the river. Watch. And he didn't even he going to try to get him on. He can't send him to jail for 30 years. So he can't get the RICO. So he's going to say, well, I'm just going to put him in jail for a long time. Like, come on, bro. And nobody's able to do nothing about it. You got stupid, funky ass Trump who's not going to pardon him just because he hurt my feelings. He said something I didn't like. Funky ass. But you pardoning everybody from the Capitol building. Shout out to Ice Spice with the Bob. Okay, Ice Spice. You ate that Bob. You ate that Bob. Can I get a selfie? You ate that Bob. Get through whatever the Nope, I've never seen so many delusional people in one place at a time. Ice Spice ate that Bob. Cassie saying he groomed her and has her living in constant fear. Oh my God, I hate Cassie. And this is who y'all was rocking with. This is who y'all was saying, also, I hate Cassie. Bitch, you got $30 million. You got $20 million. And you still talk about you living in fear. And you got a man living with you. The fuck fear you living in? What back that they gonna run out of Birkins? You got $30 million. What fucking fear are you living in? Diddy ain't seen or bothered you in damn near 10 years. But you living in fear. I can't stand that bitch, man. Oh, God. It's this hoe's fault. This is everything that's happening is because of this bitch. She done went and got the money. Then she went and testified. And now she's still sending in letters. So if you still living in fear and you still got nightmares, what good is it going to do to put Diddy in jail for 10 years? You ain't going to have the nightmares in 10 years? When he comes home, what you going to say? Oh, don't let him home? I know we did 10 years, but don't let him home. I still have nightmares. So if you still have nightmares now, what makes you think you ain't still going to have them in 10 years? Fucking hoe. She didn't respond. Wait a minute.
Hello.
Here go JT.
I don't even know how to work this.
Oh my! I can't. I can't.
She's done exactly what she should have done.
Now listen to JT, man. Where did Lotto respond? Can y'all send me Lotto's response? Y'all send me Somebody send me Lotto's response to this. Somebody said she said me and Cardi locked in. So where did she say it? I want to see that. Or did she say it on video? What? This whole thing with the children, not cool. Not cool at all. Not cool. Children, I'm not with. Mm. Speak at the sentencing. Oh. Nicki told her fans to black out and not support nobody. Yeah, but then later on she told them, okay, I give you all the green light, and then they all attack people. Like, she rules them people and tell them what to do. They tell them, she tell them when to shit, she tell them when to eat. Oh, Bob, get off of Twitter. Oh, yes, mother. Like, full fucking weird, man. Weird. I'd be like, don't tell me to fucking get off Twitter. It's my computer. What the fuck you talking about? Oh, can we tweet, mother? What? Shit. Crazy, man. See? His things is wrong. This guy's agreeing with everything the prosecutor says, so he's going to probably put him in jail for 10 years. Puffy going to sit and tell that son of a bitch he's doing a good job. I told Sean G that this motherfucker is racist. I told he's racist. Piece of shit, man. Anyway, Nicki and her crew is the blind leading the blind. Mr. and Mrs. TMZ put it out today. Well, yesterday, but you said that's cap. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all be doing too much in this chat. Everybody respect everybody's point of view. Like, you don't have to agree with everybody. You don't have to agree with each other, but like, come on. Everybody's not going to agree with everyone. We have Nicki fans that come in my chat. We have Cardi fans that come in my chat, but everybody in the chat is a heavy hitter, and they've been rocking with me. So don't agree, just don't agree and keep it pushing. Everybody's not going to think the same. All right. I'm out of here, man. Thank y'all. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another show. And look for the videos too. Couture, I'm getting ready to read the your messages. Peace, guys.